Hi, this is Out of Box Economics. Let me step aside for a second from the inflation and monetary policy path and discuss recovery, economic activity recovery, and in particular, industrial recovery. Why? Because towards the end of this week, ENG is going to release data for the month of July regarding industrial activity in general and manufacturing activity in particular. So let me discuss two issues, two different elements out of this data. On the one hand, short-term and medium-term performance. For instance, how the third wave of COVID-19 cases in Mexico could have affected industrial activity. And second, long-term path. Try to acknowledge that something may be already changing and try to see if already the data is suggesting some direction. So, first, as you can see in your screens, I am comparing total industry in the yellow line, manufacturing in particular in the orange line, both of them the cyclical component, and in the green line is the already published manufacturing orders indicator. So as you can see right now is that all of them are highly correlated, and the main advantage out of the publication of the manufacturing orders is that manufacturing orders is already suggesting how the industrial performance was during the month not only of July but also August. And we can conclude several things. First, the third wave of COVID-19 cases in Mexico could have a limited impact on the industrial activity. Second, this would mean an extended recovery of the manufacturing sector. These are good news. Yet, third, there could be again some indication of a stagnant overall industry, mainly led in this stagnation by the construction sector. Now, the main question here is the industrial activity heading towards a new performance level? Probably it's already landing on the new path of medium and long-term performance. So that leads me to the second part of this analysis. What is happening with the trend? And I'm comparing on the left-hand side what happened in the recession of 2009, and on your right-hand side, what is happening in the recession that started in the year 2020. Well, in the recession of 2009, as you can see, not only the previous trend was abandoned nearly a year before the main shock that led to the deep global recession, but that in the end, there was a new trend. After the shocks and after everything happened, 10 years after, we know that the long-term performance of this industrial indicator went from the previous trend, which in the graph is in orange, towards a new trend, lower trend in the purple dotted line. So something happened, something permanent, and it's clear that something may happen after such a deep recession. So the main question now is, what is happening now and what is going to happen in the following years? Well, already on your right-hand side, recession that started in 2020, you could see how the long-term trend was already very flat. I'm talking about the orange dotted line. And the main question now is, where is the new trend heading? My guess is that the purple one could be a good suggestion or a good sketch what is already happening. But the thing is that the recent news are not that positive. Still is too soon, but it's a good time to talk about this. Why? Because in terms of economic policy, this could be the right time to talk about any kind of structural transformation that may change this pattern. Obviously, this is highly linked with industrial performance in the US, and we have to ask ourselves whether this sector should be as correlated with only one source of industrial growth, which is the US manufacturing sector, or it is the time to make an effort to diversify. This is all for me right now. Thank you very much for your attention. See you in the next video, and please follow me in my social media. Thank you.